everyone know in Discord.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. F it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Nintendo Talk Live. I am Bobby, the Nintendo Guru, joined by my good friend Joe After Work.
What's going on, everybody?
How you doing, Joe? You all right?
Good, man. Chilling.
Oh, man.
This cold.
I totally forgot that I asked you to do this on Thursday, right? And I was like, you hit me up, and I was like, the hell's he talking about? And I was like, I was like, I don't know if he's still doing this. I haven't heard. I was like, I need to do this. So I actually make sure people can hear you. I think they can. We'll see. If not, whatever. So real quick, L1 Metal Gaming. I don't know what the meaning of this is. This is just a throw in the dark. Something that Joe made me do.
Saying he always says in my streams.
Yeah. Joe Critic, what is up? And Josh Stapleton, how you doing? Patrick will be here in a minute. Lamont. Nephew Lamont. So there's a story with this guy, right? So Lamont, right? He somehow, I don't even know how, we became friends on Instagram. And his uncle, he'll take like Instagram like pictures of like videos of his uncle, and his uncle is hilarious. And I always like comment on how much I love his uncle and stuff. So then he started calling me Uncle Guru and stuff. So it's good stuff.
Oh my god.
Crashy in the house. What is up? How are you doing? Aaron Daughtry in the house. Nasty Boots. What is up? So yeah. So Joe like hits me up and he's just like, hey, are we still doing this? And I was like, oh yeah. I forgot. And I was like, I guess
I think so. I was like, know.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. I don't care. We're going to do this. So, Patrick, who said we were recording tonight, Patrick?
What's up, dudes?
Patrick's.
Oh, I think you were just meant in general, right?
Yeah. He's a little, I don't know. Sean, you want to know how you get that camera that far back? You don't sit all the way up on the camera. Joe sits back away from the camera. That's how you do it.
Hold on, my headphones are not in view. There we go. I'm gonna make myself short.
There you go. So how you been, man? What you been up to?
Metopia is what I've been up to, dude. I got rehooked. I've been plowing through that game. We've been streaming that on my channel, and oh my god, it's addicting. Like it's one of those games that if you look at it, you're like, really? $40 for this? You play it, there's so many little quirky things. Mm-hmm. You can add your friends into there, just make it a whole thing. So I sort of made it a habit to just add everyone that I've been seeing in the chat, because I have most people's friends codes, mm-hmm. or I've been adding new people in, mm-hmm. and that's the entire party. And the relationship aspect of like everybody just like having these really weird conversations is hysterical. And then when they fight each other, it's even more hysterical.
Why?
It's just a fun random game.
Why did you ask for my code? So I could be part of this.
Dude, I already had packed party by the time.
No. That's not
by
an
the time
excuse.
I knew you.
That is not
it
an
was
excuse.
already-
I don't appreciate this. You totally.
Hey,
are
listen,
crushing
there's
me.
still time. I can change up a party.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. All right.
You give me your friend code afterwards.
Hey.
Done deal.
Listen, Patrick, don't be befriending Sean over there because he was talking trash today. He was like, he was really like, he was like, "Who am I?" And he put a mug right in front of the camera, and he was like, "I'm Patrick," because Patrick's microphone is like right up on the camera, and then you see him like peeking over it like a little kid, like. He's like, I was not. He was, and I'm just teasing. I'm teasing.
Oh my god!
I love when Sean starts yelling at me. Look at it. He told me to do that. Oh man.
This is gonna be a fun one tonight.
L1. He did not. He did not add me either. I know. It's offensive, man. It's highly offensive.
Oh man, L1.
I feel your pain, L1. Patrick, you can't quit your own show. You need to leave. Like, you need to fire us. That's how you do it. You don't quit. Who quits their own show? You just like, you two are fired. Get lost.
How do we upload these?
Yeah. Exactly. So, I didn't get Miitopia. I assumed it was like a lot of like, what was the other one? The other, like, what was the other one?
Yes. It's
Life.
actually they link up. Yeah, they link up together too.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
You can transfer your Miis over and everything. But yeah, I
I
didn't play that one either because of the same thing. And I'm all like, all right, I'm really enjoying Miitopia. Maybe I should try it, give it a shot. That demo was it was hilarious because it's just a casting call. But I was like, all right, let me just try it, give it a shot. Worst I can do is just return it, get in-store credit for something else, and be done with it. I'll take it as a loss. And I ended up streaming it for like 4 or 5 hours one night, and that was the end of it. It was like, okay, yep, this is a series. Let's go.
JD asked if we can continue PNP without Patrick. I think it can happen because, we're the backbone to the whole show. There you go. Joe Critic is saying the same thing. We'll take the show. We'll move it over to my channel, right? And then we'll get Josh Thomas to come in. He could be the third count.
I'm staying out of that one.
Oh man, Lamont, I have not heard that. I have not heard that Nintendo is shutting down the Virtual Console on the Wii and the Wii U. It is the Wii going away. I'm JD. Trust me, Josh Thomas. He blocked me on Twitter. It's never happening. You don't have to worry about it. He's upset with me at the moment, so it is what it is. Nintendo Talk has filed a copyright claim again. Nintendo Cruise Channel.
It just stops mid live stream. It's just like, all right, shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
You're currently offline.
Lamont, they are shutting down the Wii one. That one's going away. So if you want to buy games, now's the time to buy as many games as you possibly can. The Wii U one will be around for a little bit longer. We probably got a couple years left before that goes away. I was playing a little Stardew Valley before this. That game has got its hooks in deep, man.
Dude.
So deep. You know what? I'm going to have to slap you around like Patrick. Turn the autofocus off your camera.
Why is it going crazy?
Yeah,
you know
man.
it's because I went to grab the thing.
Yeah, man.
Usually
you're like
it's not that
in,
bad.
out, in. Every time you take a drink of your water, it grabs the bottle. You and Patrick
Usually it's not that bad.
Oh my god. You two are just...
Whoa.
You're a mess. What was I going to say? I was talking to Tony because we were like kicking around ideas for a new game to play. Because I don't know that I can do... I honestly don't know that I can do Overcooked.
No more Overcooked.
I'd like to. We'll see. I have a feeling I'm going to start dropping the F-bomb if I do.
Oh my god. Hey, you were already almost there the other night.
Yeah, it was close. It was close. Yeah, just do it your shirt. That is an awesome shirt. Riboflavin.
Oh, mine?
Yeah, out of nowhere. RKO.
Out of nowhere.
See, I know. Only good people know what that means. That's only the
talking about.
Only the hardcore know what that means. I'm sure there's people looking at you like, what is that? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what's going on? That's the evolution shirt. Why? So we kicked around the idea of Mario Rabbids. because you can play together in that one, right?
Yeah.
And so it's a matter of just trying to figure out if it works from the jump, or are we going to have issues, or what's going to happen.
That's a good question.
So I'm going to mess with it and tinker with it and see if I can get. And I don't even know how to set it up so we both play. Like, I don't want to be sitting there for an hour trying to figure it out, and then next thing you know, like, people are getting mad because, you know, because they're just watching us trying to figure out how to, you know, get things together.
The strategy game is real.
It's definitely a good, but you know what? It'll be fun. I think it'll be.
Oh yeah,
it'll be entertaining. I'll have some stuff to yell about.
I will be there,
and you know,
time stamping away.
It's 2v2, so it would be me and her versus other stuff. Is that the way it is?
Really?
No,
I haven't messed with the co-op stuff.
Yeah, I haven't messed with the co-op stuff either. Well, I'll have to take a look at it and see what it is. Oh, you know what, Riboflavins? You're cutting me deep, bro. You're cutting me so deep. He's saying that Miss Guru will carry the team
fighting words.
In whichever game. You know what, man? You're going. I'm going to ban you right now. I got you as a mod. Why are you a moderator on my channel? You need to go away, sir.
Oh man. Dude.
We did kick around the idea too of some Bubble Bobble because she loved that game as a kid. Ooh. So think about breaking out the old NES Classic.
Do it. And, oh my gosh.
Out of my drawer. Everybody's dying for that thing.
I'm just out of the drawer.
Yeah, I'm like, everybody's dying for that thing. I just pull it out of the drawer. Like, here you go. So I got that. We're looking at that too. Also, Dr. Mario. I think Dr. Mario would be a good one to play because she's really good at it. One. So we could do verse mode.
And that's on the NES Classic, right?
Yeah. They're both on the NES Classic. The other thing too was I was thinking, like, I wonder if I can do Puyo Puyo Tetris. Meaning, I know that I can play with people around. You know what I mean? But it'd be cool if me and her could play with people around. You know, like our friends.
Oh, like a team battle thing.
Not even a team battle. Like if me and her, you know,
versus like other people online,
or just individual, like every man for themselves. Like we pull a couple people in. I have Puyo Puyo, Patrick. Yeah. I have that already.
I think you can. That sounds like something you should be able to do.
Yeah, it's Joe.
Uh-oh.
always, man. Stop, man. Relax. It's okay. Puyo Puyo Tetris is the bomb. We'll be streaming that when you're asleep anyway. Don't worry about it. You gotta get rested up for school.
Or you could just bust out Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Just saying.
Let's not say we did. Anything Sega, we're not messing with. So that's the two. That's kind of where we're at right now. We're kind of thinking like either Mario Rabbids, Overcooked. I think I'll have to do a little bit of Overcooked just to get me kind of hepped up and yelling and screaming. And then
you got to get the adrenaline going.
Joey, let me ask you a question. What's right with Sonic? When you answer that question, I'll answer your question. There's nothing right with Sonic.
Normally, I'd go on a rant. I'm just out.
Co-oping Secret of Mana, that's another one. What I kind of want to do is I want to have it where, that would be kind of cool. Mario Maker, have her make a level, and then me play it. I don't know that the making level would be. She'd be good at that though. She could definitely.
No Mario Kart? Super Mario Kart?
Amazing platform, good level design, and character design. You're talking about Super Mario. Please go back and tell me what you're talking about with Sonic, and then we can have this conversation, Joe. Just saying.
Oh man,
Joel, what is up, man? How you doing? So, I might have mentioned. I don't know if I mentioned this. I just ordered the 2 final Rabbids statues.
Really?
Yeah, I just ordered Peach Rabbid and Luigi Rabbid. So they will be in Friday. I was gonna do it I was gonna have them delivered to the house.
Yeah.
And then I was like, they get here Wednesday, and I was like, I ordered them from Best Buy, and then I was like, well, I could do an in-store pickup Friday, And if that's the case, I'm also picking up your game, Fire Emblem Warriors.
Ooh, yes.
So I was like,
hyped.
I'll just pick everything up on Friday. That'll make it easy. So that's what I'm doing.
Nice.
And
good
so we'll
stuff.
see.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I can't wait for Fire Emblem. I'll be honest with you. I'm not crazy enough to buy the Japanese version like you.
I think you'll be impressed with it, but I mean, once Mario comes out the following week, I think that's just what everyone's going to be playing. So it's like, knock it out now before you can.
See what Patrick just said?
Oh my God! Wait, Bobby? If you get 100K subs and get a big Bobby Big Bucks tramp stamp.
I know. I can't believe that they're putting out Fire Emblem Warriors the week before Odyssey.
They are sending that game to die.
Pretty much.
Is
Pretty
what they're
much.
doing. Like, only people who like Fire Emblem are going to buy that game.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That game's not going to move. Well,
They should have.
It might sell. We'll see.
It'll do numbers.
Yeah.
Would it do as good as they want it to? No. I would have thought that game would have come out in September, to be honest with you. And then they announced that Pokken DX tournament. I was like, oh, well, there goes that.
It's a little off base, I think.
They're really just clearing out for Pokemon. I still don't get it. Like, you can have a Switch title and a 3DS title
Apparently
in
not.
the same month.
Apparently not. Apparently you can't. But
So weird.
We'll see what happens.
Weird.
I'm a little interested.
Yeah,
but yeah,
those rabbit statues are huge.
They're
too.
big, man.
The ones
they're
that
big. They're probably like this. That's
crazy. Like 6 inches or something like that, right?
6 inches or so. I have the Yoshi and the Mario one. Mario one's up over here. So I'm going to get the Peach one. And I have a shelf over there where I'm going to put the Peach one. And then I'm hoping that I'm hoping I could put the Peach one right here where Link is. And then move the Link one out. And then, because I love that Peach, dude. She is. She's like taking a selfie and stuff. It's like,
oh my
she's
God.
the best in that game.
She really is. I went with her most of my entire game. She's the best.
See, Joey, I think that Fire Emblem has a growing audience. There was a time that I would totally agree with you.
Yeah, I think it
Dude,
was
he
just
is like
me on
hammering me,
Gameplay
man.
Pants.
He's like, wow, you would remove a Link for a stupid rabbit statue. Oh my God, dude. This dude's he's on fire tonight, man.
Tough crowd.
Listen, the thing of it is you can barely see. Maybe you guys can. Can you guys see Link okay?
I can see Link okay.
Can you see
Usually
Link okay?
Oh man!
I was gonna do? I was gonna turn him into an amiibo. Because the base is plastic and you can unscrew the base, and I was gonna buy a Link amiibo and then like pry it open, take the NFC chip out, put it in that, and then be like, I just bought this brand new amiibo. Look, and then like, big, and then when it works, people watch the internet explode. People are like, oh my God, it's an amiibo.
What did it do?
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm gonna do that. That would be pretty awesome. Just troll the hell out of everybody.
Jeez.
That seems like the new thing to do if you're a YouTuber.
I saw that Link statue out of the box for the first time at Comic-Con last week.
It's
Like,
nice. The
wow,
thing
that
of it
actually
is,
looks really nice.
but it's not super detailed. Like, let's be fair.
No.
It's not really detailed. I told Toby that. I was like, I might mail it to you and have you repaint it for me. And then, Joe, it's not destroying. There's actually screws on the bottom of it. You just unscrew it,
Oh, the amiibo stand?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that difficult.
Yeah, it's not. And the thing of it is, like, the amiibo, I got like 1 million. I could buy another one. No big deal. Have as many amiibos equals
as I
one
do
day.
Digital titles.
Yeah. One like equals 1 day waiting without a guru room tour. What are you talking about, Patrick? Patrick wants a tour, man. I have to get a couple things set up. Once I get these I've been lazy, man. I've been putting it off. But this amiibo display is the pain. That's one that I have to get up, and I can't, for the life of me, figure out how to get it on the wall. So it's gonna be tough. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Twin Game Reviews, how you doing, man? What is up?
Yeah.
So here's the question for you. Beyond Odyssey,
What's up?
like, what is there left for Nintendo?
I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking on the Pokemon audience, but Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, man, they're changing up a lot of things from the last.
There's
Sun.
no such thing as a 3DS, so stop that. We're
What?
talking Switch. All right.
Oh my god. Oh, you're talking Switch. Okay.
We've already proved that things don't sell on the Switch.
Yeah. But
I mean, I'm sorry.
I mean,
Don't
Pokemon's
sell
the
on 3DS.
exception.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
No, don't worry. I got you. Sorry.
Um,
All right. So then, yeah, if we're talking Switch, did Skyrim ever get an official date? I can't even remember from that direct.
November. I thought it was November.
It is November, right?
Mhm.
Like around the same time as Pokemon.
Look at Patrick. Kirby and Yoshi, get out of here with that nonsense.
Skyrim, Kirby, Yoshi.
Take Kirby elsewhere, man.
But Kirby and Yoshi are next year.
Yeah, exactly. They're 2018. They're 2018.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on my birthday.
Yeah.
And then that's it, right? Are those the two big ones for the rest of this year? Because Doom didn't get a release date. I don't think that's going to make it this year.
You know what? This is awesome. Okay,
Uh-oh.
So Patrick is a moderator, right? Joe Critic, he writes Kirby needs to die, and it gets caught in my like where you can push it through or hold it. Patrick denies it. He deletes the message so it can't come through. Oh my god. He is so petty, man.
Oh my god.
He said I couldn't let people see that garbage.
No bashing on Kirby.
Yeah, he's like, whatever, man.
Oh man. Although I really liked Planet Robobot. That was a fun game.
Man. The best Kirby's are the ones that end up in the
talking...
trash, if I'm being honest.
Ooh, savage. Dang. Oh, man.
I'm just doing it to troll the hell out of these guys. I have only played a couple. They're all right. They're all right if you're like 10.
Yeah, they're fun games. They're fun games. They're like I like to call them the intro to Nintendo. Like, you give that game to anybody, they'll be able to play through it without a problem.
Yeah.
That's the thing, not like knocking on Kirby.
No, it's not knocking on Kirby at all. It's really geared towards the younger audience, and you know what? And they have to have something like that. They have to have something like an entry level. So I get it, and I'm fine with that. Like, it's no big deal.
And then you have like crazy things like their time attack stuff and the stuff after the game. Like if you're really invested, then it gets hard.
Yeah. That's the same thing with Yoshi though. Yoshi's kind of, although they've been ramping Yoshi up recently, but for a while there, Yoshi just got like real easy, and then it got to the point where it was just like whatever. But with Chibi, how you doing, Chibi? But when Yoshi got to the point where like Yarn Yoshi hit Yoshi's Woolly World, that was like more of a ramp up, and that game was so much fun. That was like amazing. Like that was a really, really fun game, gorgeous looking game. That's one I really do. I hope that gets ported too.
The Woolly World. Yeah. I have a feeling, man. Those Wii U games are going to get ported over one by one.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw it with Mario Kart 8 and what was Pokken DX, Pokken Tournament DX. It's bound to come. Like,
I mean,
maybe
we're making blasphemous comments, obviously. But
yeah, I do like the fact that you were able to use all the amiibos, and each
that's
amiibo
what was
had
awesome,
like
dude.
the skin of
man,
that amiibo.
That was great. I really got scared for a minute because I thought, okay, they're gonna basically start selling these amiibo, like the woolly,
and hiding DLC behind it or something.
No, like the woolly amiibo. Like they were gonna start selling them like in those skins. Oh god, I would have killed Nintendo.
Oh my gosh, dude,
I would have killed
died.
Nintendo, man. I'd have been like,
that's
it.
Bank.
That's it. I pull the plug on this.
It's like, all right.
So here's the thing. All right. So obviously, for those that don't know, I mean, it's very. I kind of keep it on the DL. That's the microphone. I'm not. I'm kind of a collector of Amiibo. I don't know if people know this about me.
I would have never guessed.
So this weekend, I have a conversation with Dave Moore of Day Space, because we're talking about taking Nintendo Talk Live to the podcast forum. And he was getting me my RSS feed, and we are basically setting up the site so that way I could start adding it. And then Dave and I we have this thing where we cannot really hang around each other because we're both like insane Amiibo collectors. And we really go like above and beyond with it. Like we collect them all. We have to, and for a while there was like an arms race. Who would get them all? You know what I mean? He's dropped the ball on a few recent ones, so I've kind of taken the lead. And so the last time we had a late night conversation, I bought all of the Monster Hunter ones, the Monster Hunter Stories ones.
Yes.
And I imported them all.
So good. So good.
They're gorgeous. They are really nice. This past Friday, I just bought an imported Box Boy.
Nice. You got QV.
Yes. So he is on his way. And I'm like...
I have to ask.
Yeah.
What did you shell out for it? Because that's the one that I'm like...
$40.
Okay.
It's
so
finally down to a reasonable price. It was $70. And
it
I was like,
for a while, and I should have gotten it when it was $15 because I did see it on Amazon at $15. I was like,
well, when I bought the Monster Hunter ones, I paid like $9 or $12. I was just like each, and I bought them all. I was like, I bought them all out.
Thanks for hooking me up with that PlayAsia one. I was like,
oh yeah,
dude.
My wife, she bought me. Now Patrick and these guys would flip out. I got to do the room tour. I really got to do the room tour. I have a diorama of Kirby, and it's a cutout. Dude, and this thing is amazing. When I tell you, dude, it's 3D. It's about this big. It's got the, I don't know what the tree's called, Wispy Tree or whatever, the one that he fights.
Yeah, Wispy Woods.
Wispy Woods, right? Or whatever. That's in the background.
Yeah.
That's in the background. It's got like a little picket fence. It's got stars up in the trees. It is amazing. And the only thing that's sitting in it are my Kirby Amiibo. That's it.
Oh, man.
It's really nice.
Dude.
It's gorgeous. I have that. I know, he's getting upset now. I have that. I have a Splatoon diorama that I bought. That was from Nintendo.
I'm turning my head like I can see what you're pointing at.
I know. I mean, I could show the people. Okay, all right. I'm gonna do this. You can't see. They can see.
Oh dang! Oh wait, no, I can see it.
Oh yeah. You can watch on the thing.
Yeah.
If I can see I gotta. Okay, so there is up top in the right hand corner. You can't really see it too well, but that's the Kirby. Then I have my Villains exclusive sneakers of Vans there. Then down there, I have a bunch of like Japanese NES or Super Nintendo carts. I have a Goonies 2. I have a Mario Paint. I have a Final Fantasy. I have Super Mario Brothers 2 on the Famicom. I got a Game Boy Brick. That is all my Amiibo, my Animal Crossing Amiibo. There's all my plushies. Let's see. Oh, we're doing a little impromptu tour. So there's all my plushies and stuff that I have there. My two TVs. The big TV on the right is getting taken out. I have a matching TV that's going to go in there. It's actually sitting on the ground over here. I haven't put it up yet. My Collector's Edition Zelda. That's all there. And then there's my Splatoon diorama.
Beast.
There's a couple more statues in the cases. It's crazy.
That is insane.
So there we go. That's what we have. That's what we have going on around here. So little impromptu room tour. I got.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, and then the one case with the SNES or with the not the SNES with the with the SNES Japanese carts are all my 3DSs. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3DSs there.
Oh.
The 7th one is up on the wall. The 7th one is up on the wall over there with the Metroid. And then I got another 2 on the this I gotta show you. You're gonna like this.
Jeez.
This is nice. This is gonna be hard to see, but I gotta show you this one. You'll like this. If it's a little dirty or I don't know, whatever. See the corner? Can you see that table in the corner?
I can't see it yet. It's on delay on my end.
Okay.
But
So it's a Nintendo 64 N table with a Rob the Robot lamp.
what?
Yeah, man.
Dude.
And then all them books on the ground are the Nintendo powers that Sean Capri gave me when I met him in New York.
Salty.
So yeah, look at Chibi. Chibi said, like, adopt me.
Adopt me. Oh my god! I know your wife will take me.
Yeah, Sean has an amazing collection as well. Like, especially with the with all the stuff, man. You know, like with all the 3DSs and stuff. Let's see. What are you, the Nintendo guru or something? I'm not the Nintendo guru at all. That's just, you know, something like that.
Oh, come on. Don't sell yourself short there. This guy over here.
Well, the problem is, the problem is this, is my wife will say that stuff to me. Like when so I got the Amiibo display. You couldn't see that. That's on the ground over there. It works, fully works and stuff. You know what, Matt? Don't start. That kid is not the Nintendo guru. He might be a Nintendo guru. I'm the Nintendo guru. Kind of like the Ohio State. Just remember that.
Oh my god.
He's not the Nintendo guru. Don't start that stuff. Anyway,
I never saw him.
Yeah. Anyway,
never found him
his
again.
name's Rinaldi. It's not Nintendo Guru. It's Rinaldi. So anyway, with the Amiibo display, that thing was a little pricey, right?
Jeez.
And so I go to my wife. I tell her, I'm like, hey, this guy wants to sell me this, and she's like, I don't know. And I was like, I'm telling you, like, this is kind of this, you know. Would you change your name to Nintendo Hipster? No, I would not do that. So I tell her, you know, this thing's a little pricey. And she's like, well, you know, you are the Nintendo guru. You should have this.
Wow.
And I was like, makes absolute sense to me now. I'm going to buy it. So I paid $300 for it.
Hey, that's encouragement, though. At least, you know, she believes in you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, oh, dude, all the time, dude. She's the most supportive thing.
That's awesome,
that I know, dude. She like backs me on everything, dude. She's amazing. Like,
that's awesome.
The only time that she doesn't like let me go hog wild is like if we're a little low on bill money, and she's like, "Yeah, no,
yeah, understandable.
Let's rein it in." You're not, but like I get an allowance each week, so it's like you know.
Bobby's allowance. Here's what your allowance is.
Yeah, here is your allowance.
Here you go.
You've been a good boy. This is your money for the week. What's it? Don't you guys meant to discuss questions in Nintendo Hawk Love? I don't know. Yeah, look at Sean. My wife uses the same logic on me. Why would we buy it? If you ran Nintendo, you'd have it for free.
You'd have it for free.
This is true. This is true. Man. If we ran Nintendo,
that's a good one.
To me, if I ran Nintendo, I would just like, I would just love life.
Go hog wild.
I would just be like, everything comes to my office first, and then I will pick and choose what I like. My day would consist of from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. My secretary bringing in all the new merch. And I would go, I want that.
I just asked for all the prototypes.
Well, that's what I mean. I want to know all the new... Okay, I want that. Send that back. Put that in the trash. Oh, that's Kirby? Just dumpster out back. Just hurl all the Kirby stuff into the dumpster out back.
Oh, man.
You know? Okay, so
Send them to Nintendo Talk
So I gotta tell you. I'm not gonna spoil it. You saw what's coming tomorrow night.
Yes.
And that one part, because I heard you start laughing when you saw it.
Oh, man. That's going to be good.
Exactly.
I wonder how many people are going to notice.
Oh, I know one person that's going to notice and flip out. So those that don't know what I'm talking about, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, Sean Capri and I will be doing Nintendo, if we ran Nintendo, and it'll be live. And the cool thing about it is we are unveiling a brand new logo, as well as a brand new intro. It's going to kick off, hopefully 8 p.m. sharp. Oh, no. You know what? Actually, we kicked the show back to 8:30, I believe, because Sean has feeding time with Link, so we can't interrupt. You know, he's becoming the hero of time, so we got to push it back half an hour. I can't interrupt my boy's dinner. So at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hopefully promptly, the new intro will go live, and when it clicks, it's just going to be, we're starting right with that. And it'll be the new intro,
awesome.
And it opens up to show the new logo and all that stuff. Like, it is really cool. And it gets you kind of pumped up. Like, I got to admit. Like, if you guys like the last If We Ran Nintendo, like, intro, this one's even better, I feel. This one kind of gets the adrenaline pumped up as well.
Yeah,
so,
that was good. That was good.
It was good stuff. So, yeah, it's fun. I feel like Jules watch them. I get to, like, the other day I went to Jules. I said, Jules, can I show you some stuff, man? I said, I get to show you stuff now. And he's like, what? And I showed him, he goes, oh, man, that's pretty awesome. He's like,
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, and then, man, you know what? Thank you, dude. I gotta thank you. I got this, guys. This was...
Oh, yes. Awesome.
Thankfully, my boy Joe here lives in New York, and he was able to get me a Nintendo World Champions hat. So that was a lot of fun, man. I was glad to get that. That was awesome.
And they're running out of stuff too. I couldn't even find the shirt that I wanted. They only had the other long sleeve shirt that's like that weird long sleeve, the baseball shirt type ones where it cuts off right before the wrist. I hate those. Yeah. So I was just like, screw it. I'm just gonna get the sweater. Yeah. So I got myself a hoodie. I got your hat. So
here's the thing. I don't know who that is in the chat and all that stuff is in the New York area. I know you are. Sean and I are... Sean is apparently coming to New York.
Oh, nice.
Sometime in November. We don't have an exact date set yet. But I would like to do, like, a hangout. You know, meet up in New York. Meet up at the Nintendo store. And then, and kind of hang out and stuff. And do a little, little something, you know.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
So... I will definitely let you know what date it's going to be. So if you don't swing by, I will hunt your ass down.
You can like just knock me out the next time if I can't make it.
So
but
Patrick, if you can come down, that would be awesome. That would be awesome if Patrick can come down. Yeah. Although don't wear no Boston stuff. If you wear Boston stuff, I can't protect you. Just saying.
Oh my goodness.
Joe, I will not pay for your plane ticket. You're on your own, bro. I don't pay for anything French, so I cannot pay for the French to come over to the United States. Just kidding.
Oh man.
You come in all Boston decked out. You come in Boston all decked out, you might be in for a rude awakening. You better hope that the Yankees are out of the playoff by that time.
I can't even wear Mets colors, so I mean.
Yes, Rybo, exactly. You see what Rybo said?
A guru out of nowhere. Exactly, Guru will be able to RKO.
Okay. L1 said subbed for the French comment. He did. You hear it? Oh my god, that's awesome. That was awesome. I love it.
Oh my goodness.
That was the best.
Wow. L1's the man, dude.
Oh my god, that was amazing. This is the best day ever. Oh my god. So yeah, so that's the talk that we're gonna come in. We're gonna all hang out. We're gonna do some stuff. We think maybe Dave Moore might come out. So that'll be cool. Hanging out with Dave a little bit. So it'll be kind of neat, man. It'll be kind of neat. We did it a year ago, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, man. It was a blast. It was pretty awesome getting to meet Sean in real life. We did a little If We Ran Nintendo impromptu recording at his hotel room. Nice. He gave me all those Nintendo Power Order, like 50, 60 issues. It was like, yeah, man. Now we're talking.
Jeez. That's awesome.
Oh, Patrick said maybe we can meet the real Nintendo guru. Maybe we can, Patrick, and maybe
Fighting
him and I can figure some things out right there in the mean streets of New York City, Rockefeller Center. They opened Toys R Us again, though. We could go check that out.
The one in Times Square?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Why would you say that?
I hate Times Square.
Dude, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
You haven't lived here for 28 years.
What's that?
I said you haven't lived here for 28 years.
Well, you know what the funny thing is? I had a buddy of mine. This is a true story. I had a buddy of mine that was like, I hate New York. And I'm like, why? He's like, the entire place smells like it took a piss. He's like, that's all. He's like, that's all. It just smells like someone just pissed all over the city. And I'm like,
depends on where you are, but yeah, he's not entirely off.
It's very true. It's very true. So here you go. Let's jump into this. Greg brings up a good comment.
Yeah.
He says that pretty pumped for South Park releasing this week. Wasn't there a Switch rumor? And then he said that he's pumped for Mario on the 27th. How excited would you be for, for South Park to hit the Switch?
That would be awesome if that's the case.
It would be pretty amazing. And because of the relationship kind of between... So here's the thing. Just this week, it came out that Nintendo is actually seeking out and talking to developers about doing more mature games.
Yep.
So that's number one. Number two, you have a good relationship between Ubi and Nintendo.
Yeah.
Number three is I don't think it would be that hard to port that game over to the Switch. So maybe they're working on like a Game of the Year edition or a deluxe edition where they bring the old game and the new game. That would be kind of awesome.
That would be cool. A dual pack, just sell it for $60 and then there you go. That would be great. I mean, we're seeing it with Resident Evil Revelations.
Yeah.
The 1 for 2, the one physical and then a digital on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be pretty cool for a movie if they...
I mean, if you bought Fractured Butthole on the PS4, if you pre-ordered it right now before it comes out, they give you the old game for free. A digital copy of the old game for free. So
dude, that's even better, yeah.
Yeah. That'd
be awesome. Plus, you could take it on the go, and then that's my thing. Is like I'm huge on handheld. That was the number one reason for my Switch purchase, and it's serving its purpose. It's doing everything I want it to do.
Dude, I'm like inundated with games. Like I can't even breathe. All the games I have, I can't.
You can't breathe. I'm swimming in them right now.
Because you're a madman. Yeah. People want to talk about me. Okay, you guys want to talk about me with all the stuff I have. This dude and his Switch, the amount of games that are on this guy's Switch are insane. Like anybody that says, this is God's honest truth. Anybody that tells you there's no games to play on the Switch, just say, hey man, I know a guy, JoAfterWork. Check out his, go back and look anytime you watch Planet Nintendo. He's always flipping through his feed of stuff. The guy is insane with the amount of stuff he has.
Support your indies.
Yeah, support your indies. I don't think you can support any harder, man. Like, it's nonsense. I didn't even know they made that many games. I think the Switch has like 127 games and 119 are in his Switch.
I haven't broke 100 yet. I counted this morning.
Oh my god.
I'm right there. I'm 4 away.
Yeah. Every time he brings up, me and Patrick are like, oh my god, this guy. Like, this is nuts.
Yeah.
I'm
a crazy person, but I like video games. I love video games. I was looking at like how many Nintendo Spotlight episodes I've done. 71. I was like, okay, we're pretty close to my library amount.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
It's getting its use.
Listen, Joe, the critic, he doesn't put out the same amount of content that I do. Like, I put out videos every day. He's playing games when he's he's streaming the games. He's playing them online. He's saying you play them more than I do.
No, I think we play probably the same amount.
Probably
the
same amount. Because you're saying I don't have a lot of time on it. Greg also says, "Hey Bobby, can you speculate Switch and loot boxes? It's a hot topic right now. Do you think Switch will allow loot box games? It's stated that it's illegal because it's gambling." So I'm assuming he means similar to like the Overwatch type stuff.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
The Shadows of War.
Yeah.
Conundrum, and yeah, what else? There's Fortnite.
There's a lot of people discussing it, and it's
Yeah.
going back and forth. I don't think Nintendo's going to hold back from letting people do it. I think Nintendo themselves won't do it.
Yeah.
I think that like when you get games, first off, they got to get these games on the Switch. I would love to see Overwatch come over. I don't know that it is. I don't know that it will at any point. Nintendo has to get other things worked out before they... Honestly, and this is the truth, they got so many issues right now they have to work out that shouldn't even be a top priority for them.
Yeah.
They have to work out their online infrastructure. They need to work out their voice chat situation, because this stuff right now that they're talking about coming or potential coming doesn't even matter in those rooms. Those games aren't going to come until Nintendo fixes the voice chat and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you can get away with, hey, you don't need voice chat in Splatoon. You can get away with, hey, you don't need voice chat in Mario Kart. You can't get away with it in Overwatch. You can't get away with it in, like, Players Unknown Battleground. Like, all these big games that are coming, like Battlefront and all that. Like, if Nintendo was to try to woo them over, until they get the online and the voice fixed, it ain't going to happen. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, so I think they have bigger fish to fry at this moment in time than they do that stuff. Honestly, I think if they can get a game like Overwatch to come over, that's a huge win for them. You know, but I don't see that happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
You know,
if there's anything we know about Nintendo is they're usually about 3-4 years behind on certain things like loot boxes. I mean, how long did it take for us to get season passes on games? And now we're actually getting them, and it's not just like a thing where they're like, oh yeah, the game's not out for another 6 months, but hey, we got a season pass. No, they're finishing the games first and then talking about, like, they'll, and you know, this is not all the time, but they'll almost try to do the right thing when they're doing these things. So they'll think about it before.
Yeah. Problem is they have too many
unleash those things.
The problem is they have too much talking time and not enough action time. You know, it's like, and the problem I stated in the Nintendo talk earlier this week, I feel their biggest issue is they have to go back to Japan with everything.
Yeah.
It's like they're not trusted. They can't pull the trigger on whatever they want to pull the trigger on. They got to, like, go back to daddy.
But they're glad to hide a difficulty behind a Amiibo.
What's that? I think I might unsubscribe from the next podcast that talks about loot boxes. What are you talking about, Sean? Sean, would you stop it? I think, didn't you guys talk about it on the Xbox Drive? Which, by the way, guys, I got to tell you this. If you're not listening to the Xbox Drive on iTunes or wherever you can get your podcast stuff, Sean Capri has a podcast called the Xbox Drive. And he literally is driving to work when he records it. It is amazing.
No. Hold up.
So it's pretty awesome.
Done and done right now. Okay, I got that up. I'm doing that when I'm off the show. It's
good. And the funny thing is, like, he'll drive into the McDonald's drive-thru and order a coffee, and like, it's just, dude, it is amazing.
That's so good.
All right, Frenchie, you have a good night.
I love things like that.
Yeah, it's cool. He'll be like, "Hey, I'm driving by the car wash today," and it's like, what? Like, he just does. Like, here you go. The title of the news segment is breaking news. Like, pun included. Like, break, like BRAKE. Yeah. It is, dude. It's just, it's ingenious, man. It's ingenious. I love it. It's really good stuff. That's the one thing
I like when he's on your If We Ran Nintendo show.
Oh, dude, he's really good. He's a good co-host. He's amazing. The thing of it is with Sean is this: he doesn't want to do the same thing everybody else does. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to do the news. He doesn't want to do, you know, your typical podcast. There has to be a hook for him to jump in. You know, like when him and I first started If We Ran Nintendo, we went back and forth about, like, what should we do? And we kept kicking ideas around. And it wasn't until we came up with the idea, like, because what happened was he came on the Geekcast, and we did a topic. If we ran Nintendo, would we bring back Nintendo Power? That was one of the topics on the show. And then the next time he comes on the show, we do it, and it's talked about. It's called If We Ran Warner Brothers, what would we have done for Batman vs Superman? Because that was the Geekcast, right? So then we get to talking. It was like, we keep doing this If We Ran stuff. Maybe we should do a show called If We Ran, whatever, like Sony or whatever. So when we actually do our episode 0, we're kicking around the idea, and I'm like, I think I was like, well, why don't we just keep with If We Ran Nintendo? And when you actually look up If We Ran Nintendo in iTunes, the Geekcast episode pops up, and my show pops up. So
That's awesome.
We're sitting there, and we're debating, and he looks it up, and he's like, I wonder, like, if you listen to episode 0, he's looking it up as we're talking, and he's like, let me see if anybody has it. And he Googles, and he's like, only thing that pops up is the Geek Guru. At the time, that's what I was, and
that's awesome.
He's like, I'm like, well, that's my name, then we're using it. So we started using it all over the place. So it's
wow.
But he jumped on that one because it was different. His podcast, We the Gamercast, is totally different as well. It's you sit down and he talks. You think you're going there for a chat about gaming, and the next thing you know, he's got you crying and talking about your mommy issues and stuff. Like, it's insane how he gets there, and like, it's incredible, man. It really is. Like, you listen to the show, and one week a guy's talking about Fallout 4, and the next week the next guy's talking about how whatever, it could be anything, and maybe a divorce or a breakup and something, and then it's a really emotional show. It's crazy. So he had those 2 shows, and then he starts the Xbox Drive because he's a massive Xbox fan. I don't even know why I had one If We Ran Nintendo. He doesn't even really he likes Nintendo. I'm not gonna say that. But so he starts the Xbox Drive, and it's like, again, totally different than anybody's doing. Like, I don't know a single podcast that is recorded with one of the hosts driving down the street. Like, it's nuts.
That's hysterical.
I'm waiting for the day someone cuts him off and he slams on the horn. He starts cursing them out.
Sir, we saw you podcasting in your car there.
I would love it.
Did you pull out?
I would love it. It'd be awesome. So, I don't know whether this is the time to bring up some stuff that we added. I don't know if anybody has checked out our Patreon today. We did a couple of stretch goals we added on.
Nice.
One is, obviously, this show is added on to the podcast version. The second one is when we hit, I believe, 250 or 300, something like that. Sean will take his We the Gamercast. He has a second show now where he brings back guests, reoccurring guests. He's going to take that to a live format, so that'll be live.
Nice.
The big one is Toby. When we hit 300 or 350, I forget which one it is. He is going to start building a game.
Get out of here.
In RPG Maker. It's a working title. It's going to be called Guru PG because it's going to be an RPG. It's going to be based around myself, Sean, and Toby. We're the main cast. Sean gets killed in the beginning, and we take him to someone to try to save him, and it's an undead guy. And he brings Sean back as a zombie. Now the kicker is. Right? Toby's telling me and Sean this today, and I was like, this is awesome. This is great. So Sean is a zombie, and Toby and I have to kill things and feed Sean the brains to keep him healthy, and stop from decomposing, or else he'll lose his mind and then kill me and Toby.
And then, oh my god.
And then what we're doing is all the Patreon members are going to be NPCs in the game. And then
that's awesome.
The executive producers will be quest givers, and they'll also have some context in terms of what some of the dialogue is. And then our gold and our platinum guys are going to be bosses. So it's awesome. Really cool, man. He came to us, and I was like, damn, Toby, this is awesome. I'm like, I like this. He's like, yeah, man. I've seen some stuff that he's done in RPG Maker. The dude is he's on this game with that thing, dude. He really.
Dude, I know nobody that messes with those things. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's impressive. I can't wait for him to start this, man. I'm half tempted to just pledge the money myself so he can start making the game.
Do it.
Here you go, Toby. Do it. Start building the game. It's pretty awesome though. So there's some exciting stuff coming to the Patreon. I like it. It's good stuff.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
that
man.
is good.
It's good stuff. What about you, man? How come you've never done a Patreon?
This is too early for me.
Is it?
Wait, dude. I mean, the Twitch affiliate stuff has been going pretty well. Thanks to those that subbed over on Twitch. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's way too early for me personally to do it because I feel like there's a certain commitment that needs to take place with that, and I have ideas of what I want the channel to be down the road, which we're probably talking like a year or two down the road, which I know that with my work schedule and the way it works with like I could be on a project that's going to and eat up all my weekends for like a month, and then that ruins like all my stream time and being able to create content because that's the bulk of my time that gets taken up. So I'm like, it doesn't seem fair to people if they pitch in money on Patreon right now. And I mean, even on the Twitch, I feel bad sometimes where I'm like, oh, guys, I can't do it today, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then, I'll put it in Discord. They understand, but I feel bad about it. And I have too much of a guilty conscience at times to be doing that.
I had to show you this real quick. So Sean just sent me a picture. I don't know if you can see or not. His son is watching you and I on the TV. So he's got the TV playing, and you and I are...
that's adorable.
You and I are on the screen. So there's Link watching the Nintendo Guru and JoAfterWork. That's pretty awesome.
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty awesome. So...
that's adorable.
What I want to ask you is this, because I don't know if we ever really had the conversation. Maybe we did, and maybe I just forgot because I'm old. I lose my mind. I just talk to so many people I can't keep track of it. What made you get into Twitch?
So I used to do YouTube live streaming, but the bandwidth requirements were crazy at the time to try to output, and my internet is potato, as the kids would say.
As the kids would say.
So I couldn't keep up with the bandwidth at times, and my streams would just be shutting down, or it'll get to the point where XSplit would just lock out on me, like, hey, you kind of exceeded your band. I was like, why do I have a bandwidth limit on XSplit? What's going on here? Yeah. So I kept looking things up, and then I jumped over to Twitch. I started streaming State of Decay. This was early on in YouTube, like late 2015. And it was occasional, but I was mostly just recording playthrough videos for the most part. And then around when I got my 3DS capture card for Fire Emblem Fates is when I really started going heavy into between like YouTube and Twitch and bouncing back and forth and trying to figure out which one works best. Yeah. And eventually I just stayed on Twitch. I actually, for Resident Evil 7, I won a trip out to San Francisco to demo the game before it had to come out. They had like a big truck and they started their Capcom tour for Resident Evil 7. I met a couple folks out there. One of my streaming buddies, Seek and Destroy, out there. He was like, yeah, I'm thinking about like moving over to Twitch and like actually starting something more consistent, because he had done YouTube videos as well. I was like, I'm thinking about really going into heavy onto Twitch, because something always happens when I stream on YouTube, and I'm sure the situation's probably different now and it's gotten a lot better, but I really started hammering home around September, October of last year. Yeah. And coming up with the stream schedule, coming up with the content that I want to work on there. And in January of this year, after I had gone through Resident Evil 7, that was like one of the last games I had played that wasn't Nintendo related. I was just like, it just makes sense for me because a lot of my playthroughs the year before was Nintendo. So I just decided, hey, we're gonna, Switch is coming out. I know I'm gonna be playing a lot of those games. Let's just do that. And I built my content around that, and things have been working out since. If you like kind of focus on one thing.
Do you get copyright claimed ever on Twitch?
No, no. You get muted for some music, but other
You don't
than
have to
that,
move over.
nah.
Nah, it's
But
cool.
that's the thing. You can't monetize anything on Twitch until
Yeah.
you're a partner.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
which again, that stuff doesn't bother me. Like the affiliate thing kind of came around April, May of
Mhm.
this year.
Yeah.
So that way it was like kind of like when YouTube in 2010 decided, hey, everyone can kind of sign up. Now Twitch is sort of like trying to get a lot of people on board to like make money streaming, even if they're not big.
What's it take to become a partner on Twitch?
It's all over the place. It's very random,
Mhm.
and no one knows exactly the numbers. There used to be a fine number that you can pinpoint in terms of followers and views, like consecutive views. Now it's sort of at random because I know a few people that should be considered a partner and aren't partnered with Twitch,
Yeah.
but they're affiliated. So they're still, they're still good. The difference is you still get a few different perks when
Yeah.
you're a partner. Um, but I've seen, it ranges. Sometimes I see 3,000 followers, sometimes I see 10,000 followers becoming partners.
Yeah.
Um, there's no finite, and then they look for unique streamers. So like that, they always throw out those buzzwords and everything. So again, it's all up in the air as
Yeah.
to what it is. But if you have like over 100 consecutive viewers, is another thing. So it's so
It all
random.
depends on what you're doing.
Exactly.
Riboflavin says so much great content, Joe, and I gotta agree. Like it
Oh,
really is. Like
Ribo.
RPG, basically, he does a lot of Nintendo content now, um, but it's a lot of 3DS stuff because he has a 3DS capture card.
Yeah.
But great
Dude.
content, really is, man.
Yeah.
The other day I went to go watch him play, and Ribo's in the chat, and I'm like, "What are you doing here, Ribo? Like, go! You're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be over watching my videos, not hanging out over here with Joe." No,
I see him too. I'm like, oh snap, nice. I'm not gonna call him out, but
Ribo's awesome.
I
Ribo is
appreciate
the
it.
best, man. He really is. Like, he's helped me immensely with my stream, and even the other day he messages me, and he's like, "Hey, Bobby, 3DS content must be killing Guru, dude. I'm not spending the kind of money he spent on a capture card. I wanted to." But my problem
gotta send
is
one
like
to
the
get
3DS
fixed.
is on the way out, and I'm not. And he just sent his 3DS back out again to get one repaired and get another capture card added. The dude's insane, man.
The thing is, I can play my Super Nintendo games through my 3DS too. So there's stuff that's not on that on a SNES Classic that if I want to do retro stuff, I can
Yeah.
just do it right from there.
That's true. That's true. See, you guys call me Bobby Big Bucks, but he's got the money. He's shipping 3DSs off to Japan.
Bro, you got that Joker statue. Come on, man.
That is pretty. That is pretty, man. When I first got this thing, right? So the way my office or whatever used to be was this desk used to be on that wall over there, and it came off the wall and went this way, right? So I would go around and sit on that side, and I would face the back, and I put the Joker right here, where the corners meet.
Yeah.
So the laundry room is in the room right over here. And Tony used to come downstairs, and she was like, "Yeah, that's not going to work for me." She's like, "That Joker's got to go." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Dude, I come down, and I flip that light on, and there he is staring at me." And she's like, "That thing is creepy." And I was like, "You're just going to have to get used to my baby. This is just how it is, man." Yes, the 3DS can be modded for capture card devices.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the new
forever.
one too. Yes.
Yes. So that's pretty awesome. I did almost buy one, especially with New Leaf. I was like, man, I would love to have one.
Ooh.
That's why I can't wait for Animal Crossing to hit the Switch, because I will literally just stream all day long. You will see
you're
me
set.
just on here every time I play. I'll be sitting here, and I play Animal Crossing all the time.
You'll be doing a Nintendo talk.
Yeah, I'll be playing Animal Crossing all the time. Dude, I literally, this is no lie, man. My podcast might go away when that game comes, because, like, there is going to be no time for anything else other than Animal Crossing. I legit put 600, 700 hours into Animal Crossing on the 3DS. My wife put over 1,000. Like,
What?
dude, we play that thing like mad people. I love Animal Crossing. That is my favorite. That's probably one of my favorite franchises from Nintendo.
Wow.
Like, I could drop some time into that. And I didn't want to play that game when it first started. I didn't want anything to do with Animal Crossing. I was like, no way, dude. That game is stupid. That is for little kids and girls, and I don't want to play it. My buddy's trying to convince me. I'm like, no, man. It's got these cute little animals. No, that's not for me. I'm playing... No, I'm not playing... Give me Zelda. Give me Mario. I'm not playing this game.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, man, just so you know, you can play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. You can play all these old-school Nintendo games on it. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, man. You go and you get these little consoles. Right? And then you go up and you click them. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. I was like, let me see. So he tells me what I need to buy. I was like, take me down to the store, show me everything to buy. I buy everything. I go home and I start playing it. And I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And then, like a week or two later, he gives me his town. And he goes, here, play this town. He gives me his save cartridge.
Yeah.
Gives me... So I start playing his town, and I go in the basement, and there it is. The OG original Virtual Console. Right there in his basement. And I would just play these games, and I was like, oh my god. And then in the meantime, I fell in love with the game trying to find these games for myself. And it just hooked me. And I got so
Inception.
hooked. Yeah, man. Absolutely. The best thing... Like, and for the GameCube Animal Crossing, I would just go back over and over and over again. Like, I would leave, and then I would come back. And then I would leave, and then I would come back. And I, like, eventually caught all the fish, caught all the bugs over time. Jeez. And then, like, I paid off my debt. There's a gigantic gold statue of my villager at the front, at the train station and stuff. Just awesome stuff. And it was like... Dude, I fell in love with it. Wild World, City Folk was okay. I met so many great people through City Folk. Like, people that are actually my friends today that are like... I met a kid, legit kid, 15 years old, right, when I was playing City Folk. And I was in my early 30s, I think, when I met him. And we were playing, like, every day. And
dude,
we had this gimmick, we had this trick that we would do. And I don't time travel at all. I refuse to time travel. So what happened was I would buy all... I would wake up in the morning, and I would go buy all... Or no, I wouldn't do that. I would go to his town. He would be like, hey, Joan has radishes for like 40 bells. You come over, and we're going to buy up all we can. So what was happening was he was buying them, dropping them at his gate. I would pick them up, and I would go home. And I would drop all the radishes in my property. Or the turnips, not radishes, the turnips. So my whole town is turning into turnips, right? Now, he starts time traveling to find out when Nook is buying them at a premium. And then I would start picking up all the turnips and traveling back to his town and dropping them. And he would run over to Nook's and sell them.
Dude, this is like some Ocean's 11 type stuff.
Nuts. We bought them at 40 bells a piece. We sold them at 600 bells a piece. Dude, by the time it got done, I think I made like 14 million bells. We split it 50-50. I made 14 million, he made 14 million. It was madness. It was insane the amount of money we made. And like, after that point, it was like the game was broken because I could buy anything. I was just like, whatever. It is what it is.
Like, all right, I'm good. Oh,
yeah.
You want this?
People would come to my town, and I'd be like my nephew and my niece and stuff, and I'd be like dropping, 99K bags in front of them, like, here you go. I had like an ATM in my house and stuff. I'd be like, hold on, come to my house, go down there, drop a couple, 100,000 bells, be like, go pay your loans off. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Ginga, what is up? How are you doing? I love that game. That game really... And New Leaf, to me, was, like, the perfect game. Like, it took all what was good with all the franchises and just dumped it all into one. Jeez. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Ginga, this is my stream. It's called Nintendo Talk. And just basically, we just have a chat. We just talk about Nintendo. Nothing specific. No format. We just hang out and talk Nintendo. So that's what we're doing at the moment. But I love all that aspect. Like, with Animal Crossing, I love the fact of, like, paths. Like, I'll put paths in and, like, meticulous, man, with how I put them in and all that stuff. And, like, the paintings. We had a dog, a Yorkie named Harvick. And he passed away while I was playing New Leaf. And I went in and got a QR code, and I took a picture and scanned his picture into the game. And then there's these fence these sign posts that you could put.
Yeah.
So I put the sign up, and I put his picture on the sign. And then I went going through Tumblr, and someone designed a tombstone, a block that said R.I.P. So I scanned that in, and I dropped that at the base of the sign, so it said R.I.P. and then had his picture on it. And that's what I did that. Wow. It was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. Wow. So, but I think I got rid of that town, and I kicked myself for doing it because of that. I sold my town to Nook when they did the new.
The update.
Welcome
right?
to
New Leaf. What? Thank you.
Yeah, welcome to Amiibo. That was really cool. I like that whole aspect. I had like Ganon in my town. I had who else did I have? Ganon.
See, I need to mess with you with that, because I feel like you would probably get me into that game.
Oh, dude, I'll get you hooked on that game. Straight up. Dude, I love just fishing. I got this trick I play with fishing. So, fishing is all about the sound. Don't look at the screen. I actually close my eyes and listen to the bobber. There's a different sound. It's like dip, dip, dip and it goes bloop. And when it goes bloop, you got to hit the button. So I'll literally just put my head down or close my eyes and then just listen for the sound. And the minute it hits, I hit the A button and go. And then he picks them up and gets the fish. Because if you stare at the screen, you try to time it and guess, and that's no good. You got to pay attention to the sound. So I'm sure
there's like a delay between the audio and the actual visual of it too.
Yeah, it's pretty close. But the problem is, like, you think that the fish is going to grab it because it's hitting it, and your knee-jerk reaction is to hit the button. So if you're just listening, you're more susceptible not to hit the button. So it helps.
Science.
My town was called Gotham, so everything was Batman in it. I actually had a house there that was, the person that lived there was named Mr. Wayne. It was a mansion, right? Yes. The basement was the Batcave. Like, anytime I got stuff that fit like the Batcave, I would take it and I would drop it off in front of his door, and then I'd go and have him decorate the basement. Like, I had the coin, like, because anybody that knows Batman knows this. Batman has a few things. He has a statue of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, like a fossil. So I have that in there. Actually, he doesn't have a fossil. It's actually a Tyrannosaurus Rex. But I had a T-Rex in there. He has a gigantic Lincoln penny. I had a coin from Mario in there. He has the Robin suit in a glass tube because Robin got killed. It's a memorial to Robin, Jason Todd. I had a Robin suit in the room. He has like all these different statues. He has the Bat computer. I built a Bat computer out of all these different components and pieces of, like, there's a boat deck and all that, and like a computer, and like I have all this stuff up. I have like there's a science sculpture that looks like Two-Face. I have that in there. Like, there's all these little things, dude. It was amazing. It was so cool. There was so much stuff. Tony is here. What is up, Tony?
Tony.
And she's 10 times worse than me. Like, my God, dude. She gets so meticulous with the way things are. It's insane. It's insane.
This is my town.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. We actually, so when we first got together, I got her hooked on the GameCube version of Animal Crossing.
Nice.
And when the Wii came out, right, and City Folk hit, I would play it. So the problem with Tony is this. It's not really a problem. She'll stay up late, but she'll sleep in late. So what I would do is I wake up early. So I would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, right? And on a weekend, I'd get up at 5, and I would, like, do all my stuff, fish, catch bugs, till about 11, 12 o'clock when she finally gets up. And I would wake her up. I would just let her sleep so I could play more time at Animal Crossing. And then she would come downstairs and she'd be like, she'd wake up, she'd lay on the couch, take a few minutes to wake up, and then she'd be like, all right, can I play? And I was like, she's like, I have stuff to sell. I have stuff to get. I need. And then she would sit there with the strategy guide and like flip through. We both would do it. She would sit there with the strategy guide and flip through and go, okay, this fish comes out at this time. I got to catch it. I got to catch this one. I catch this one. And then, because with the strategy guide, it tells you, like, let's say you need a pike. Well, that pike might only come out from like 2 in the afternoon till 4 in the afternoon. So you have 2 hours to catch it. And it'll only come out for like October, November. And that's it. And then it's gone for the rest of the year. So you got to like pay attention to all that stuff. It's crazy, dude. So she would be like, I got to catch these fish. You got to get off. I'd be like, oh my God. It was, dude, it was so frustrating. It's so infuriating. Because I just wanted to keep playing. Got so bad that we actually went and bought a second Wii. So this way she could have her own town. And I could have my own town.
God.
And her Wii was upstairs in the bedroom. And mine was in the living room. And we would literally, like, she'd stay upstairs and play, and I'd stay downstairs and play. And that's all we did for hours. It was the best. It was the best.
Dude. That kind of reminds me of like Pokemon, how like Silver and Gold started that whole time system of like, all right, Mondays and Fridays is like this event at the Safari Zone or whatever, and like having to catch only certain Pokemon at like this time of day or this time of night.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, I shouldn't take Eevee with me because I don't want him to evolve into an Umbreon. I want my Espeon, so I gotta wait until the day. Let me put him in the bank for now. He's happy. All that crazy stuff. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can imagine. See, this is what we'll do. I will get, and I'm not getting Pokemon on the 3DS. I won't get Pokemon on the 3DS. I will get the first Pokemon that comes to the Switch. And you and I will work together, and you will teach me the ways. And when Animal Crossing comes to the Switch, you'll get it, and I will show you the ways.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay. Then we'll work together, and we'll figure this out. And then we'll be happy together.
You heard it here. Hold them to it.
So that's what we'll do. I think we're a little over an hour. I think we can wrap it at this point. I think. Joe,
it's your show.
Hey man, I appreciate you coming on, man. It was fun.
Yo, thanks for having me.
I love hanging out with you, man. I'm so glad that we do a podcast once a week now.
It's always a good time
with that guy Patrick.
Yo, no, but seriously, no, thank you guys. I mean, your fam, Patrick's fam, everybody's showing the love over on my YouTube channel too. So I'm forever thankful for you guys for that. Seriously.
It's weird how it all comes together. You know what I mean? It really is. It's just so weird that like Patrick comes in to a chat one day and just starts talking. And then you just started showing up and you were like kept leaving comments. I'm like, dude, this guy seems pretty cool. I got to go check out his content. And then I was like, hey, man, I got Patrick to come on the show, and then I got you to come on the show. And I was like, I really like these guys. Like, they're really down-to-earth good guys. And then it just turns out that we have... And it's funny because the night that Patrick and I have our meeting, I was not going to do another podcast at all. I said to Patrick...
It's like, I'm tapped out.
I was. I said to Patrick, I go, look, take a week. Let's think it out for the week. Next weekend, we'll get together, we'll have a meeting, we'll talk it out. When I got off the call with him, and I got done with him, I was like, he ain't coming back with no ideas. This dude didn't even go a week, and he's sending me ideas. And I'm like, oh, God, he's serious. He really wants to do this. I'm like, okay. So then we get in the call, and we're sitting there, and him and I, I'm like, tell me what you got, let's go over it. And he's kicking ideas to me. And I go, I got an idea. This sounds great, what you're proposing to me. But I got an idea. He's like, what's that? I said, we need to add a third. And I know the perfect guy for this. And he's like, really? And I go, yeah. And I go, do you know Joe After Dark? Joe After Dark. I knew that was going to come out. Joe After Work.
Joe After Dark.
You know Joe After Dark? I said, do you know Joe After Work? And he's like,
Where's Skinny Matt?
And he's like, yeah, man, I've seen him around and stuff. I'm like, he's really good, dude. He would be awesome for this. So then I go, let me message him. So I messaged him like, "Yo, man, what are you doing?" He's like, "I just wrapped up the stream or whatever." Like, "Can you get on Skype for about 10 minutes?" You're like, "Yeah." And next thing you know, we're doing a podcast together. So it was fun, dude. It was, and it's been fun. It's been fun.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
weird.
It's been awesome so far.
It's a little weird for me because I'm not the host. I'm used to hosting. I'm used to like having control of the show, and that's a little different flow for me because I don't have control of the show. But it's good. It's fun. I like it. I like it a lot. Patrick is a good host. Patrick's fun. What I like about Patrick is he comes with a lot of good topics.
Yeah,
a lot of fun topics.
I like how like the intros of the shows are like different things. Oh, sorry, you froze. I thought you stopped talking. I was like,
no, I did. I stopped. No, you mean when he goes like, yeah, he goes, and then he starts like playing the little music with his mouth.
Oh my god! Oh no, I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about like the over and under, like the little things.
Oh yeah, he does all different things
to
start the show off.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
He always does different things to start the show, and
he's got fresh ideas.
Yes,
I like that.
he's dedicated to it. And I love that. Yeah. I love that. So I can't.
I mean, that's the number one thing right there.
Yeah, I can't complain with that. Chibi, I am not gonna do Splatoon tonight. I'm actually gonna probably grab some dinner because it's like 8:30 now.
Oh, wow.
Maybe watch some Vice Principals with the wife, and then I'm going to bed because I got to work tomorrow. So that's the game plan for tonight.
Hear you there.
So Joe, let everybody know where they can find you and all that good stuff, please.
Oh man, if you search up JoAfterWork, JoAfterWork, anywhere, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. I'm usually live on the weekends on Twitch, so there you go.
Yeah,
that's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. Just follow Joe. You'll be good to go. I don't need, that was like a little flow of rhymes.
There you go.
I thought I was Eminem for a minute there.
Uh-oh.
So everybody, thank you guys for coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. It was just a little, slap together thing that we did. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't even serious tonight. It was just two guys hanging out, having a conversation, having a good time. That's all I wanted it to be. You can follow me, Instagram, Twitter, at Nintendo Gurus. Sub to the channel if you're not a subscriber. Please share it with all your friends. Please, please, please. What are you doing with your life if you're not subscribed to me? I don't understand it. It just blows me away.
I hope I pointed the right way.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So that is all. Peace out, Preston. I can't hit this is good. I can't find the, there we go. Couldn't find the stop stream button.